I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my workbook series, The Knowledge, will help you make changes like you've never made before. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about I felt like they never loved me. Boy, Margaret, if somebody breaks up with you, it's so devastating that when it happens, you can really feel like that person never even cared about you.
That's right. And many, many people feel like that.
Yeah. And you'll question reality and like the relationship in a lot of ways.
They must, if they could do this to me now and they could be so cold about it, how could they have ever loved me?
It happens a lot.
All the time.
And I know because I've been in that situation, and feeling like that is just unbelievable. Like all this time, I thought this person really cared about me. How could they walk away? These reasons don't even make any sense to me.
Right.
But, feelings can change for a lot of different reasons.
And do.
Sometimes it's because they're overwhelmed. They can't commit to the same level that you want. Sometimes it's because they have mental health issues, particularly depression. I think that causes a lot of breakups.
It does.
Sometimes they're just not that stage of life ready for a long-term commitment. That's a real reason.
Right.
Where we talk about individuating a lot.
Absolutely.
There's so many different reasons that somebody might not be able to be with you that might not even have to do with you. Yes, sometimes we do things that are unattractive and turn people off, and you can work on those things. But sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with you, right? We see that all the time.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
So today I've got a coaching from somebody, an email coaching that I thought you guys would like. They said, "Hey, Craig, first I'd like to say I've been watching your channel for a while now, and let me say watching you, Margaret, and Victoria has helped me out since the breakup, and I'm so thankful to run into your channel. You guys are amazing."
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for saying that.
Yes.
My name is Oscar. I'm 27, and my girlfriend's name is Minnie, and she's a little bit younger than he is. I changed the names.
Good.
When we met, we both worked at the same job about a year ago. I decided to leave and pursue another field. We were together for 3 years and have been broken up for about 6 months now.
Well, 3 years is a long time.
Yeah. One of the two major problems we had was sometimes our communication was not perfect, and mainly when it came to us expressing when we felt sad or upset about something, either of us did, until way later down the line.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they would be disappointed, their feelings were hurt,
or angry,
and they kept it bottled up.
Yeah.
So that could wear on a connection.
Yeah.
Right?
And then eventually you're going to blow.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, sure. The second major problem would be that sometimes I would just think about myself when it came to problems and would not see anything from her perspective, whether it had to do with arguments or how she felt about certain things.
So he couldn't understand why she felt the way she did about certain things.
So that makes me wonder if he was anxious in the relationship and the anxiety caused him to be self-absorbed and not be able to see what was bothering her and her needs.
That's a pretty big problem.
A week before we broke up, she asked for some space and said not to worry about her. She just needed it and that she loved me. Well, people don't ask for space when things are going great.
No, they don't.
So, a lot of times space leads to a breakup because they're like contemplating. They're like, do I really want to go through with this?
Right,
It's hard to go through with it. So it's like they're doing this little thing to see how it goes and how do I feel.
Right.
Okay. When she reached out, she said she was ready to talk and wanted to meet up. When we met up, she gave me a big smile since we hadn't seen each other in 2 or 3 weeks due to our schedules being different. She had started school again to pursue a career, and I began to work overnight. So I'm wondering if that means they saw each other a lot less.
Yeah, that's what
She's in school. Like.
He's
working overnight.
Yeah.
Different schedules. That can really hurt a connection too. Mm-hmm. After her smile, she cried and said that school and work, mainly school, has gotten her super stressed out, where she said she wouldn't want to go out and do anything besides study and do homework. I'll be honest, I thought it was BS.
Yeah.
Okay?
I would agree.
The minute I read that, I don't know, I've just been doing this long enough. When my little ears were perked up and my little and I even said, okay, not sure about how much I believe this.
Yep.
Okay? So already I'm like, I'm not buying this.
Yeah.
I believe that she's stressed, but I don't believe that that's the reason she's leaving. Because if she was crazy about this guy, she's not going to leave him because of that.
Find a way.
Right? Exactly.
I'm worried about my homework, but I'll do some extra today so I can see you tomorrow.
Exactly. She then said she decided that we couldn't be together since we just didn't feel like we used to. Now, I think we've got a bigger answer here. And when she says that, I think she means I don't feel the way I used to.
Yes, exactly.
Because it sounds to me like he feels the same way he used to. Right? I made the mistake to beg for a second chance and to not leave since I was really in love with her. She said it was for the best and that she could never give it a second chance. Well, hang on a minute here.
Yeah, right.
This is a huge leap, isn't it?
I'm real confused.
This is, I need a little bit of break. I'm stressed out for school.
But we'll never make it.
But now we'll never give it a second chance. So now I'm really not believing anything she's saying because I'm thinking, okay, if it was really about school, eventually school would end and she could, in a fantasy world, say, well, after I'm finished with school, we could get together in a couple of years. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying she should say that, but I'm just saying that's what tells you it's not really about that.
If you really love somebody, you're going to find a way.
Yeah. And she's saying that this is for the best. Well, I'm sure he's not feeling like this is for the best.
No, that's not why he reached out.
So I'm already thinking there's somebody else in the picture based on the way this is going. I was broken when she said, we'll never get back together. I know it's horrible when somebody says that.
God.
I mean, that's like the worst thing they could ever say.
Never is quite the word, yeah.
I know. And that's how they're feeling in that moment. It doesn't mean it can't change, but that's how they're feeling about things. So you need to understand that's where they're kind of operating from at this point.
It's not forever, yeah.
Yeah. Before we left, we both hugged, kissed, and said, I love you to each other one last time. Yeah, he's like, talking about mixed messages.
I love you when I have time.
But we're never going to get back together, right? Like talking about some mixed messages here. The next day, I began no contact and removed my social media accounts and hid pictures in my drawer. I guess pictures they had up of her. She didn't block me on anything until 2 days ago. She unfriended me. Still in no contact. She hasn't reached out, but a friend told me she was seeing someone else after 2 months.
What a surprise.
Now, I don't buy it, okay? I think she knew this guy ahead of time.
I agree.
Okay, we don't have any proof.
I agree.
But
yep.
I don't believe, I just think in this situation, she'd already knew this guy. Now, she's not going to go around telling everybody that she's dating somebody new. She's going to want to protect her reputation. Right? So she probably was seeing him secretly.
Yep.
It's possible that I'm wrong.
It's possible.
But I don't think so.
But we've seen it a lot of times.
I mean, if it was really like not about somebody else, she would have said, we don't get along well. We're not on the same page. I'm frustrated with our relationship.
She would have had reasons that made sense.
Exactly.
And when the reasons don't make sense, oftentimes it's somebody else.
Exactly. Yeah. Because it totally contradicted. I can't be with you because of school, and now we'll never get back together? Like, what?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Doesn't even make any sense. I felt as if she never loved me.
I bet you did. Yeah.
Many of us feel like that.
Yeah.
But even if she doesn't love you right now, and she says she does, so I'm sure she does as a person, but she's not feeling that romantic attraction that she wants to be with him romantically right now.
Right.
It doesn't mean that those years that you guys had together, I think
she
it was...
didn't love you. Yeah.
It was years they were together, right?
Yes.
Was it like 5 years? 3 years.
3.
It doesn't mean she didn't love you at that time.
No, it doesn't at all.
And I know it feels like that. It's horrible. But, Margaret, do you believe that at all, that she never loved him?
No, not at all. People don't stay with you if they don't love you, let alone for 3 years.
Yeah,
Okay?
I don't agree.
And remember, she can't forget about you. She can't just turn you off. She can't just turn you into a memory.
He says, I've been exercising, keeping busy, watching your videos to better myself, and traveling since the breakup.
Good for you, buddy.
Have the choices I made so far pushed her away from me for good?
No.
No. In fact, I mean, he came on maybe a little bit strong right after the breakup, but he's left her alone for a while.
Yes.
He hasn't done anything to make this worse.
He's been respectful. Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything here that I see has made the situation worse. I mean, maybe a little bit upfront, but it's been a while.
Like so many people, he's saying, well, what have I done wrong? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Nothing that we can see.
You know, I speculate he's probably got an anxious attachment style.
I would too.
That he was maybe overwhelming in the relationship and not hearing her needs. So I would suggest taking a closer look at your attachment issues and seeing what was going on there. So you can be more in tune with your partner and what they need and be aware of what they need. Because if you don't meet your partner's needs, they're going to leave you. And I would rather have her told you that, honestly.
Yeah, right.
I would rather have her said, I've been telling you for 2.5 years
that you're not meeting my needs.
And you're not listening to me or you're not respecting what I want, those things, than to just say it's about school and about this and then about that, when it's like, what? Then he can't do anything with that. He can't grow from that.
Right.
He can't learn from that. I don't know if she was trying to spare his feelings.
I think she was.
But it made it worse for him.
But she actually made it worse, yeah.
I agree. So I don't think he did anything wrong to make it worse here.
Except he didn't hear her.
Yeah, but I mean after the breakup.
He's talking about after the breakup, yeah.
But I'll tell you what. I would be getting a lot more information before I'd get back with her, because I want to know who this guy is, and if you were friends with him, maybe she met him at school when she had gone back to school and made a new friend, and then she left him for this new guy.
I think he should be very careful.
So I'd want to find that out before proceeding with her.
Yep.
Maybe it is somebody she met months later. Could absolutely be the case.
Probably not, however.
But I don't think so.
I'm as skeptical as you are.
Yeah. So you want that information and you want to proceed with caution because, you know, if she does it once, she could do it again.
We don't want you to go through this a second time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So...
And didn't he say he didn't listen to her or he didn't hear her?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Now that you have to deal with.
Yes, absolutely. You got to figure out how to be better in your relationships.
Yeah. How to be more present, how to listen better.
How to communicate, and not keeping things inside so you're repressed or whatnot, or keeping things repressed. Work on those issues, and if she comes back, don't be eager. You want to get some information, not overwhelm her or anything like that, but you need to know ultimately why did she end this relationship and what you guys can do differently if you get back together.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
So hopefully this has been helpful to you. Of course, if you want my help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. I do email coaching and I do Skype coaching. Margaret is available for Skype coaching.
If I can be helpful, please sign up.
She's always helpful. Click on Margaret on the top of the website to do that. That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon. To get my help personally, go to askcraig.net and click on Schedule Coaching and choose the option that works best for you. I do email coaching or Skype. To schedule a coaching with Margaret, click on Margaret on the top of the page and order a Skype with her. For the Knowledge Creative Healing course, Click on the link at the top of the page and click Get Started Now.